Investors do not invest in farms. They invest in opportunities. Is your farm one? That's the question. Stay with me. Let me show you how you can make your farm investment ready. Whether government investment, whether NGO investment, whether a private sector investment. What you need to do to have your farm ready for investment by any of these group of people. In this video, I want to share with you how your farm can be made investment ready. What are the different things you need to put in place so that when there's an opportunity for the investment, whether from the private sector investment, or whether from a government investment, whether it's from a NGO investment, you are ready and you can seize that opportunity right away. Most smallholder farmers feel that investors support only large scale commercial farms. But the truth of the matter is, investors are willing to often support small farms, but you have to prove that you are organized. You have to prove that your farm is profitable, and you have to prove that you can scale up, you can grow, that you have growth potentials. If you cannot prove these things, definitely you cannot be supported by investors. Listen to me. The first thing, if you want to be investment ready, is to keep accurate farm records. Now, keep record for everything you do, from sales record to expenditure record to production record. You have to keep those records, because investors will be looking at information, because they believe in data. Data informs their decision. Whether from government and from MOA, they want to know how stable, how strong your business is by the record you have. So based upon that record, even you can get investment from banks, you can get from other business people who are interested in putting their money into viable, credible, and profitable businesses. But have a clear farm business plan. Business plan is very critical if you want to be investment ready. If you want to make a use of opportunities that are available from an investment point of view, you have to have a clear business plan. A plan that tells you how you intend to go about your business. That tell more of your the products you're trying to, or you sell, or you're producing. That also give an idea about projections in terms of income. And then your target market, you have to have a clear business plan if you want to access investment that are available through grants, or from government, or from private investors. And let me tell you this, a simple business plan shows that you understand your farm business. If you have a simple business plan, it shows that you understand your farm business. Yes. You also have to demonstrate profitability. You have to show that your farm is making money. If your farm shows that money is coming in, and then profit is being made from whatever activity you are venturing into, or you are carrying on, you are at a point of accessing investment, because investors are interested in profitability, how profit comes in and how much profit you get, because they don't want to put their money or their investment into something that will not give them returns. Because in most cases, investor will be asking question, is the farm truly making money? That question is very critical, because they want to invest in things that will bring money back to them through profit. Focus on high value enterprises. Investors are attracted to enterprises that are high value, things that bring in money, things that have the market interest. That's what investors are focused on. So you cannot go into an enterprise or into a value chain or into a production activity that is not high value, that doesn't have the potential in terms of getting the market. You have to make sure you do. So for example, other people consider vegetable, other people consider poultry, other people consider aquaculture, rice farming, rice processing. These are enterprises that are high value, and investors are looking up and putting their money there, because they know there will be a return and that will benefit them. And to that point, you need to focus on products that solve market needs, not things you just, because you like it, so you just choose that. No, you got to focus on product that will solve market needs. Another thing is to build market linkage. Having buyer is more important than having land. You can have the land, but the buyers are more important in this case because they hold the money. They will decide whether you get your money back or not in terms of investment. So you have to make sure you build your market linkage. A relationship with traders, people who are selling, the processors. Set up relationship with them so that you have that, as something to show when an investor asks you, what is your market performance? What is a market relationship? What can you point to? You can show contracts, you can show, memorandum of understanding, you can show different things to prove that indeed there is prospect and you have control in terms of the market. Because investors prefer farmers with reliable market. Improve your farm infrastructure, like equipment, like farmhouse, like warehouse. You gotta make sure you have all of that set up so that when an investor come on your farm, they're not just coming, to see a pitiful, kind of person. They come to see an establishment, and infrastructure play a role because infrastructure gives investors that confidence that indeed this is an established and strong business that can survive. Basic infrastructure increases investor confidence. That's something you need to understand. All right, basic infrastructure, those basic things that must be on a farm that your farm should have, it will increase the investor confidence. Another thing I want you to also consider, or you should consider, that could make you, investment ready is good agriculture practices. The quality of seeds you deal with, your soil management, your irrigation and water management. These good agriculture practices ensures that there is profitability, there is productivity, and there will be a return. So when investor comes on your farm, they want to see the good agriculture practices that you are employing. If not, it will undermine your chances to get investment. Whether with government MOA, whether with NGO, or whether with private sector investment or investors, you have to make sure you prove that you are using good agriculture practices. Build a strong team. Most time investors are interested, or they support team. They don't just support project alone. They support team because they are interested in the skills and the quality of people that will manage their resources. So you have to invest in team wherein everyone has a role, they understand the role, everyone has a role to play, and in your absence things can happen. That's what team means. All right. And then you have people who have different roles to play, and together you guys can achieve greater, results. That's what investor is also interested in. And finally, build credibility. Make people to understand that you are credible. How do you do that? You make sure, or you show that your farm is registered. You have certification where necessary. If you need to get certificate from this ministry or this agency, get them. Because when investors come, they want to make sure that you are a credible institution. What an NGO, like, when UC was here and we were supporting some of the UC projects around here, especially with agriculture and agribusiness, and what some of the requirement was to have certification for NFIL, for EPA, for environment, before you get their money. Yes. All right. So you have to make sure you build your own credibility. Make people to know that you are real, you are serious by getting all legal and settled documents that shows that you are a serious-minded person that people can put their money behind. If not, you may not get investment. So to be investment ready is also about your credibility that you build. All right. So this question I want to leave with you: if an investor visits your farm today, will you see a business or a field of crops or a crop field? Which one? Share with me in the comment section. Thank you.